Hi, I'm just in time, and this is Absurdly Epic Poetry, another analyzation thing coming straight at ya! Don't know why I'm feeling in that mood today. I probably won't say coming straight at ya again because I don't know, it just didn't feel right. But we are going to be analyzing my second poem for this channel, Move the People Again. So, I think this is obvious, but just in case you don't, because you're not me, and it probably doesn't come naturally to you, this poem is about the People Mover at Disneyland. You may not remember the People Mover, it was a thing years and years ago. I don't remember exactly when it was taken out. I think it was taken out maybe when I was in high school, before I was in high school, I don't know. Either way, ever since it's been taken out, I feel like Disneyland's sort of missing something. They usually make good choices, but I don't think this was one of their best. So let's go through the poem and we'll see what I was thinking when I did it. So what will we do now? Obviously, since the People Mover was taken out, there's kind of this gap left. What will we do now? Because we can't just, we can just sit there in Tomorrowland. Although there's a lot of people at Disneyland anymore, it's hard to just find a place to sit sometimes. The People Mover was great because there were always very few people on it. There would probably be more on it today because it's always so crowded anymore. But also, they don't use that space now. It used to be the rocket rods, which I'll get to in a second. I'm just started going off on my own thing. So I said, figure it out somehow. Because that's what they tried to do. They tried to turn it into other things, and it didn't work out. But, yeah. It seems so crowded in this small land, obviously. Tomorrowland seems very crowded, right before the Rocket Rod's entrance, which is near Star Tours. Well, yeah, it's near Star Tours, the Galaxy Cafe, I think they call it, or Galaxy Burgers, or something like that. I don't know, it's like in the middle of Tomorrowland. I'm trying to explain it for those who probably don't know what it is. You might know what it is, people might have talked about it before. Again, People Mover, it was just a slow ride, a little tour through Tomorrowland. And then they changed it into the Rocket Rods, which was a fast, not tour. It was just going around Tomorrowland. Because they used the same track, but that was never opened. I guess it was unsafe, or they couldn't run it when it was windy or something. I don't know. I don't know if California is a big wind town, so the slightest breeze must have affected it. Anyhow, I'm not talking about that here. I'm talking about Move the People Again. So let's go back to it. So the line, but all I can think of is how tired I am. Obviously another reference to how crowded Disneyland can be versus how much walking you do. And sometimes it was nice to have a little thing that moved around, that you didn't feel like you were wasting your time at Disneyland when you were on that, because at least you were on some kind of ride. And it would be nice for some place to sit. Yeah, that's the same idea. It would just be nice to have someplace to go. Someplace that we could experience all of it is yeah, it basically saying it's alright. So this is very, iterative. I'm not sure if that's the right word, because iterative means something else. This poem just doesn't, it sort of restates what it's already stated, and in a different way. And I do that sometimes, because sometimes that is fun and makes for good, weird stuff. So, but no, they wanted newer and fresher. Something much better, cars that moved faster. Look where they got us today. That's a reference to how the Rocket Rods took over and how then they closed down and now there's nothing there. I'm not even sure there's a track anymore. I haven't been to Disneyland in a few years. My pass expired and I didn't renew it. and yeah, I'm just not sure it worked out very well. Then look where that got us. Yeah, I just said look where that got us today. Yeah, I obviously haven't figured this out very well. Then we go to sometimes you need to look back. I didn't mean to, but that's sort of a callback to one of my other poems, Never Look Back. You can say that's a totally contradictory term there. And sorry if you heard anything just now, a dog walked by me. I'm currently house sitting, which has nothing to do with this poem, so I'm gonna drop it. Hopefully it didn't just kick the animal. No, I just kicked my sweats. Alright. Yeah, the world keeps moving ahead, but people want something to move them again. That's just saying that we'd all like something to be there. We'd all like something to take the place of the people mover, because we feel like we've lost. Or I feel like we've lost out on the people mover. Anyhow, I guess the main point is that I really like Disneyland and I miss it, and yeah, once they open the Star Wars thing, I'm probably not going to get in for a while because I'm not a big crowds person, and it's gonna be like twice the amount of crowds there, I think, once they open that. Or conversely, if you're listening to this in the future, they may have already opened it, and if you're listening into the very far future, if somehow this made it there, then you're probably wondering, well, why would anyone go to that? That's so old, man. I don't know if people talk like that, even in the present. But, yeah. Alright, so I'm going to wrap this up because I could probably jabber on for another, hour or so, and nobody needs that. Alright, well, thank you for joining me. Hopefully I shed some light on the whole what this poem is, the Move the People Again poem. And, please feel free to contact me and let me know what you thought of this poem, what certain parts of it mean to you, all that stuff. Alright, I will talk to you later. Take care, and goodbye.